What's up, my legends? All right, Scion. Pretty much what we're gonna do today is we're gonna talk about building Luna, things you can do, and realistic goals with Luna. And the reason why I'm saying realistic goals because there's certain things that you really just can't get right now. I can't get easily the way the game is currently. If you were able to just go out and grind and farm and go after certain gear, then that would be fine. But I'm gonna explain something to you guys real quick. We can say meta, we can talk about meta, but the reality of the situation is you just can't straight go out and get this stuff all the time like that. Now, in a great world, you would want to have critical hit damage and crit for most DPS, and the same thing goes with Luna. However, actually going out and getting this full set easily is not fun. Matter of fact, it's damn near close to impossible. Let's see what happens if I try to get some sets now. And one of the reasons why it's a problem right now is because it's split between 25% plus the ratings, plus the rarity, and all four. So you literally have maybe a 10% chance to actually get what you want. But let's see if it happens. Alright, so you see here I got an 85, but I got a counter attack. So we're going to try again. Remember that we're after 85 for Luna on a crit damage. I got effective resistance. Again, effective resistance. Alright, so now we finally got an 85 critical damage, but you see how much it cost me to actually do that. I'm down to only 68 tries now. 68 pieces now. I did get critical hit damage, which is good. Attack and effectiveness, which this weapon right here is almost damn near excellent. I wish it was a red, but you know, you take what you can get. Alright, so we want to go with now a chest piece, and we see, matter of fact, let's go with boots. Boots are usually the give and take. Now we don't necessarily need a speed type of set because we're not going to be using her for speed. We want her to just damage. So let's hope that we get attack damage on boots. And you see we have a problem with this right now. This is an 85, but it gave me defense, and then it gave me defense stat on top of that, the raw stat. That's not what I need, even though the critical hit chance is nice. And then now we're out of resources now, which is unfortunate. If it was defense percent, then I probably would have took this and then made use of it, but it being just raw defense, I'm probably not going to do that. It could have been attack would have been nice, percent, something like that, but you see the problem with that overall. So the easier thing to actually go ahead and do, which I'm going to show you now, is I pretty much gave her Lorena's gear, and I went attack crit. That's the easier out of that because you have a 33% chance out of the three sets to actually get the attack set. There's plenty of items that you can get in game. Matter of fact, 2 of these items right here is actually from the labyrinth. Actually 3, I think. And crit is within that same thing. Crit is one of 3 presets that you can actually get in the wyvern. Same thing with golem when it comes to attack, so it makes things a little bit easier. Now, unluckily, I want to say I did not get any good warrior artifacts. I do have Joker, which is not maxed, but I have Hellcutter for now, which I'm actually using. Hellcutter actually is, I think it's close. It might be maxed, or close. Either way, I don't have it maxed all the way up to the top anyway. And now she's over crit. And the reason why I say she's over crit is because of her skills. She already has 90% on her own right now, and her effectiveness is close enough right now with this gear that I don't need to actually go into putting the effectiveness set on her. It's whatever. It's close enough at the 44% for me to be happy with it. Preferably you want 50, but to be 6% off right now, and I can just find it a little bit somewhere else, and all of this gear is not level 85, I'm totally fine with the way things are right now. You just want to max it out accordingly. Now, my stats right now for her are 3,097 on the attack, which is pretty good. Preferably, I want to get around 4,000. And I can do that. Again, all of this stuff right now is not max. You can easily get to 4,000. I got leeway for that. And just something so you can gauge. I'll show you what each weapon has. right here so you can gauge it according to what you have right now. You can pause the video if you want to make comparisons to go after. I really like these boots right here. I wish the effective resist was not there, but these boots, I like these boots. Those are great boots. So see, pretty much we have crit chance, crit damage, effectiveness, and attack pretty good. The health is at a good spot, 9,127. Again, that could be better because we are using gear that is not optimized right now at level 85. We're getting there. We're trying. Of course, you want to do a few things. I would like my critical damage to be up around 220 to 250%. We can work on that. What I can do is I want to eventually get rid of that necklace that I have right now and put crit damage on that. Now, what that's going to do is put me down to 55%. And hopefully, when I replace the necklace, I get a critical hit chance in the necklace itself, and then she'll replace that with damage, so that'll work out. So she'll actually be doing a lot more damage than what she's doing right now and hit towards that 30 to 40k range, which is pretty much what I'm lacking right now with this set of gear. Now, with that said, preferably you would want the Uber's Tooth. I do not have that. I have never seen that in all the summons I have done. I've never seen it in the store, because I would have got it in the store if it was actually there. And I'm talking about the dust store. So hopefully eventually they'll put it there, or maybe they'll put it in Mystic or something like that, and I'll get it. But I've never actually got that. So the only thing I can work with right now that does a good job is this Hell Cutter, which does an excellent job. But like, I almost never see her not crit. Like, the only time she doesn't crit is when I get the miss. But any other time, like even no hit, I've never seen her not crit since I've had her. Oh, with this 90%, the Hell Cutter, and her passive stat makes her over crit basically right now. So she needs to actually go backwards about 10% to not be over crit right now. But right now she's over crit. It doesn't say it, but her passive just makes it over. And then Hell Cutter, when it's going off when other people attack, it's making her just way over it. But like I said, the only time I've ever seen her not critical right now is when I get the miss, and then she doesn't critical off of that. But you can see right here my skills. My skills are up to +2 on Infinity Slash, so we have 10% extra damage on that. And those of you, I guess I could tell you what the skills do. For those of you who don't know, it kind of be hard for you not to. I'm pretty sure some people have done videos by now. I'm a little bit late with that, but that's fine, because you know, you got to put stuff out anyway. I wanted to build her up and then take her and test her so I can validly tell you stuff. So we have a +2 on Infinity Slash right now. We have a +4 on Dragon Knight's Will, which gave me an extra 7% on top of the stats that she already has right now. We want to get down to the extra 3%, which will make it 10 extra %. But as you notice right here, increases the attack and critical chance by 27% if the caster's health is more than 50%. So again, the critical hit chance, so I have leeway for her right now. But again, like I said, she never not crits unless she actually gets one of those miss, and that lowers your damage, and you just don't get the crit numbers that way. For those of you who don't know what happens when you miss. Increases the defense and chance of suffering a critical hit by 20% if the caster is lower. So that increases her overall defense, which right now is at 803. So you know, you just put 20% of that. 20% of 800 is 200. So extra 27 is probably 230, maybe. Actually, no, it's about 212, 215, something like that. Quick math. So that puts her defense around 1,000 when she's actually lower than 50%, which is again not that bad to go along with the health. So this is what she has right now. The Awakening, I am 4-6 right now. We are short 4 of these Dreamtime circuits. I'm gonna try to farm those as best as possible. I'm trying to get fodder right now for Tama, so I'm kind of working on that and doing the event stuff. And then the next one right here is the Rengar Student ID. We're working on that one as well. And you see I have 3 already. You get these in the event as well. And I believe, what do I need, like 10? Something like that? Yeah, 10. So I need 7 more. So we're working on that. We're going to get there. And you see both of them give attack. So that's going to be sexy, but we're going to work on that probably this weekend. So again, if you want to go for the perfect gear set, well, not perfect, but the top DPS, then you want to go crit damage and crit. Secondary to that would not necessarily be attack crit. It might be, and I haven't tested this yet because again, I don't have the gear, but the actual set that you get from the raid, where if you hit somebody who has a detrimental effect, you get increased damage. That actually might be a good thing to actually put on Luna as well. Like I said, I have not tested that yet, so I cannot say that because I don't have enough pieces to validly test it. But that might be a thing that you can actually think about if you have the gear pieces for that. You know, try it out. Maybe somebody could try it out and see the numbers. I don't have enough pieces for that to try the numbers out, but I am interested, and eventually one day maybe I'll get to actually do that. But for now, for the sake of being able to use the character at a high level, this works out just fine. Alright, so we're gonna actually go in and we are going to fight Vidrika because it's actually a good test to actually fight her. We do not want to use fodder for this. Let's bring a backup tank because I'm going to be stalling out this fight. Yeah, let's bring that. That's not because we're going to be stalling this fight out. And that works out fine. Just let the fodder die.
Release mana.
Let's take that auto
Let's advance together.
We want to put the damage buff out.
You pitiful beings. Death is your repentance.
It's so good to see. Like I said, I have not seen her not crit. Okay, Father, you can just die.
I will guide you through the light.
And let's put a shield out.
My goddess.
Actually gonna shoot.
Ridiculous.
Alright, so we're gonna hit the guy in the back. And because he is Earth, this is not necessarily gonna be that bad for him. So let's go ahead.
Burning hatred. A desire for revenge.
Nice 19k on that. Let's hit this guy. We want to draw the fight out.
Is it time for magic?
That's fine.
I believe this is what the goddess wills.
Let's hit you.
Help. All right.
Alright, so what you initially want to actually happen, which will be a lot of damage for you, is the most tries that you give Luna to actually attack is good. So characters who will actually attack more single target, like for their one skills, will help you out a lot. I.e. Clary and i.e. Diane will actually attack a lot more, and either Balana or Luna are going to come out there and follow up. You want Luna to do that as much as possible because every time she uses her S1, she's going to lower her CD on her S3 between 1 to 3 times. So the more single targets she gets out, the quicker that comes back. And again, that's a defense break, and it's a defense break at a high rate. I didn't show you the S3, but my S3 is +2, I believe, and I have an extra chance on it. So right now, I'll show you the next one.
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'll show you next time she's up. But my S3 now is at 90%.
Got it, Flurry? Just like we practiced.
Okay. Let's advance together.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Alright, so we're just stalling this fight out.
Leave it to me.
Alright, so you see there my S3 is at 90%. Of course, effectiveness is actually helpful with this. My next one is going to be 10%, then after that, another 10%, which would make this 100% right there. But you see her turns now are at 10 for her cooldown. So she's at 9 right now. And we're going to try to get a normal attack going. so let's kill this guy. And she did miss right there, so
Fight a
she
little
was
harder,
lower
Flurry.
damage than that, but even the lower damage is 2800, which is not that bad.
I will guide you through the light.
Alright, let's get the buff out.
May those evils
This also heals her.
be punished.
But the
How
rod
will the
heals
battle
her.
go?
Alright, let's kill this guy. Misclick.
Maybe I'm working too hard.
Alright, we'll kill him.
Alright. Release mana.
Allow Bolana do her thing.
I hope this job is a little easier.
Let's advance together.
Let's shield just the lower damage.
Please, save us.
Fight a little harder, Flurry.
I will do my best. Will you help me?
There we
I'm
go.
on my way.
And you saw the
Don't be
2-turn
scared.
decrease right there. So now she's down to 4 already. So we're gonna, well, it doesn't matter who we attack.
Back up. Okay.
Alright, see,
I believe
2-turn
this
decrease
is what
right
the
there
goddess
already. So
wills.
she was at 9, literally like last turn. And she should be down to 2 now on her cooldown, which means the following round, by the time Lidrica comes out, she's gonna be ready to nuke again. So
Got
it's
it,
good to have
Flurry?
characters
Just
that
like we
would
practiced.
force or encourage her to follow up a lot.
Fight a little harder,
Pretty
Flurry.
much have a character that's gonna nuke, like literally all the time if you do it that way.
Is it time for magic?
I'll help you.
Okay. So we're gonna take on Lidrica now. Let's go.
Maybe I'm working too hard.
Or Lidrica. I keep saying Lidrica, but Lidra. There's no R in it. That's right, Lidrica. I want to do this, but she resists a lot.
Tire them out. That's right.
See, she resists this one. Yep.
Let's advance together.
All right, so
Do you believe in me?
Luna's 1 turn from doing anything right now, so we're just gonna do our normal. Hope for a crit. Well, she crits anyway.
I've been waiting for this moment.
All right, so her stuff is actually ready. Let's do this.
Can you hold out for more?
Also, the cool thing, because I have the imprint, is that all of that crit is now
I
on
will
my
guide you
team.
through the light.
Okay, so we have the buff ready.
Pitiful beings.
Extra damage on top of her.
Death is your repentance.
I hope this job is a little easier.
I believe this is what the goddess wills.
Okay.
My goddess.
Got it, Flurry? Just like we
got
practiced.
barrier.
Ridiculous.
All right, so we have the buff on.
Spear of Laguna.
See how hard she hits her.
Bleed.
I'm excited.
Not much. It's only 9k on her.
I present to you the greatest magic.
All right, so now she has the defense
Eternal sleep. Time to prove my might.
Let's advance together.
on. Anyway,
Here. All right. How will the battle go? I believe this is what the goddess wills.
Don't be scared.
all right, so another attack. Another crit. Apparently
Fight a little harder,
she got a
Flurry.
little mad at that.
I've been waiting for this moment. Will you help me?
I'm on my way.
All right,
I
1
will
turn
guide you through
decrease.
the light.
Time to bring this fight to an end.
What did you know?
There's no escape.
I will do my best.
That's cute. You knew you were gonna die, so you had to kill somebody. Anyway, all right. So again, Luna, in concept, is a very nuke-heavy character. and she works out pretty well, in my opinion. Again, you would want to go for damage, critical damage, and crit damage and critical, or rage. If you got a rage set, you can pull that out. Then power to you. I personally don't have enough pieces for that. But if you have pieces for that and it works out good for you, let me know in the comment section. Because I am really interested, because I want to see if the raid gear is actually worth it. We don't really talk about it much because everybody doesn't have it a lot. So if the raid gear is actually worth going to get, then it's not like I can have much choice over that anyway. It's about drops at the end of the day, and if it's just not dropping. I'm getting other stuff though, like the immunity and all that, but just not that. So I will catch you guys in the next video. She is a very fun character to use. She's one of the sexiest that you can have in the game. Also, real quick, I was going to use her with Cecilia until wanted to point this out. And I'm glad I looked, because I was just about to take Chloe's gear off and put Cecilia back until I saw this. Inseparable since childhood, nobody expected to see them become such mortal enemies. I was like, bruh, you cannot be in the campfire. There's no way. But the coolness is she like loves Euphine. Though their fathers are different, they share the same mother. Now, I have a bunch of questions about this as we end this video. For one, their mom's a damn dragon. Okay, first of all, did their mom be like, I don't want the dragon D, I need a human, and she just ran around chasing humans? So that's, and then on top of that, you look at Luna and Euphine. How did their mom look? Like, I got so many questions. We need to see their mom. Creative? We need, who the hell is Euphine and Luna's mom? Put the mom out here. We need to see Queen Dragon. What's going on? I demand Queen Dragon, because both of these characters are bae. You got to put Queen Dragon out here now. So I'll catch you guys later. Be legendary. And I want to see Queen Dragon. Peace.